Welcome back to the Daily Sip at 3:30. We were down there last weekend for the Hal St. Patty's Parade, and it seemed to me like everybody in town must have come out for it. And it's not so easy to see it, you know, when you're like the 10th person back behind the row or something like that, back behind the crowd. But we caught up with one of the people who has one of the best views of the parade of anybody. That's one of the judges, one of the Bucketheads, as they call themselves. And we caught up with him, found out what he thinks about things from his point of view. We are talking with maybe a Buckethead, maybe not. His name may be John, maybe not, but we'll call you John.
Thank you very much.
And how long have you maybe or maybe not been a Buckethead?
8 to 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
How does one become a Buckethead, if you knew for sure?
If I knew. In my case, I walked into the Cherokee one day for lunch, and the head Buckethead and the next head Buckethead were sitting at the counter having lunch, and I think they just looked at it and said, John might make a good Buckethead.
So it's a rigorous process that you have to go through to become
very rigorous.
Explain to people what a Buckethead, if they don't know.
Bucketheads are the judges for the St. Patrick's Day Parade. We are tried to be anonymous. The Bucketheads are just a group of people who love Jackson, love the parade, and want the parade to succeed and be the best it can be.
And this is an example of a bucket that would go over your head.
This is a Buckethead bucket.
Do you wear these throughout the whole parade, or do you kind of slip them off?
We slip them off and on. It's really hard if you put a bucket on your head and try and walk around and observe what's going on around you. It's really hard to do while you're under the bucket.
I could imagine. And so you judge the floats and the bands and things like that?
Yeah, we judge the participants. We want to encourage and acknowledge all the great work and time and money and effort that goes into producing the floats, the marching groups, the bands, their music. So we judge the participants as they go past our stand, and then we award trophies. What
is the magic of this parade? I mean, this is the biggest thing that goes on in downtown Jackson. What's the attraction? What's made people come back year after year? What's made you come back year after year?
I started participating in the parade in the second parade, and a couple of years in different cars going down the Capitol Street and through the parade route, throwing things to people, running out of throws, running into Crystal, grabbing Crystal burgers and throwing Crystal burgers, which nobody wanted to eat. But I think for me, it's just been a great thing to see so many people in downtown Jackson, so many people having fun, so many people being creative, and it's just created this family amongst a lot of the participants that we see every year. And everybody does something different every year, but we just all get together once a year and have a really good time.
When do you get over the parade? How long does it take to get down from the parade?
As I get older, it's actually easier because I might not play quite as hard as I did when I was younger. So I'm still probably coming down from it a little bit and going through my head what might help us next year.
And that's the other question. When do you start looking forward to next year? Or do you never quit looking forward?
Never quit looking forward to it. Already looking forward to it today and thinking about what it'll be like and what we hope it'll be like. And we hope the weather is just as good as this past year and that everybody has as much fun.
Well, John, thank you, who may or may not be a Buckethead, but this is a Buckethead that he brought with him. So, hey, there's the end. Anyway, thank you for coming by.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.